So back on this again, just for a brief second, okay? This is a right shoulder. So it's over here. This is your right shoulder. Here's your collarbone. And this bone is the bit I'm particularly interested in here, which is the acromion. So if that's my right shoulder, here's my right arm. Okay, I've got my back to you. This bone at the front here is your acromion. This is the one that sits, it's a bony bit of protrusion on top. Okay, you can find it on each side of you. There's a bony bit that just really sits on top there, like a shoulder pad. Yeah. And we're just going to look at one particular aspect today with the shoulder. Oh yes, I should show you this first. So here, you're looking at my back. Here is the acromion there. Okay, just tilt it slightly, you can see. It's slightly forward, actually, even of the arm here. This is your arm socket here within here. Where am I showing you? Sorry, I can't see. That's the arm socket in there. That's like a ball and socket joint, a little hollow, like a rounded hollow there. And this is the acromion. Now, this bit here, when your arm goes sideways, which this model won't allow me to do, when your arm does that, this shouldn't move. This does not lift. It will only lift when you've gone beyond approximately 90. And if you can see, my arm is not 90. I'm slightly under. That's because when you go to 90, it starts to do that with your shoulder blade. So when you put your hand on here, find the acromion and just lift sideways. Now you'll feel a load of things taking place within this area here. And what you'll feel is various attachments from the deltoid muscle, which come from here and go over like that onto the arm. So this is like a giant shoulder pad. Your deltoid is like a big shoulder pad outside. So you've got one here, and when you lift the arm sideways, actually, as you saw on the model, the ball is below that. It's in here. So this isn't affected. In fact, it will feel like it sinks when you put your hand up there. So you try and really if you actually put a finger on the acromion right there, that bony substance that sticks out there, then when you do that, what you'll actually feel is the tendons lifting up, but the acromion is still between the two tendons. There will be a hole here in your arm, like a socket that's appeared, which it is not, merely two deltoid tendons, which as you lift the arm tend to split slightly, and you suddenly get this feel of an actual hole where you could stick your finger right down. So try both sides. Yeah, find the acromion on the top and then just lift sideways. Whatever you do, don't lift the shoulder. See, the whole shoulder's gone up here. It's what you really don't want. You just let that happen. Yeah. Just let the sideways movement take place there. So we get this all the time in Tai Chi and Qigong, well, in any martial art. You've got lifting of the arms, haven't you? And tennis, whatever, any sport. So whatever it is, once you go to here, then something starts to happen beyond this. If I now do this, what's happened is, and that was my right arm. So there's my right arm at the back. So when I go to, I'll just try and do this with my back to you. So when I go to here, so here's the arm, but imagine it's not there. This will stay stable here. As soon as I go up like this, that will start to happen. The collarbone won't do it doesn't bend down. It's because it's attached here on the acromioclavicular joint. So the collarbone will stay level still, even when you're doing that. But the scapula, my right scapula, which is I'm in mirror to you, the right scapula has just done this and rotated slightly. So anything above parallel to the ground, approximately, as I say, a little bit below. But as you do this now, can you feel that yourself? Yeah, you probably can actually. If you go and put your fingers on your scapula, the back of hand even would probably work. Find the bony bit at the back here. And when you've got there, you go to about here. It doesn't move to about here. Now, when you start to do that, you'll feel your fingers being pulled this way. I don't know if you can do that or not, but if I do the other arm facing you, yeah, nothing's moved at the back. But as soon as I do that, as soon as I do this, I can feel this bone going like this and pulling towards the side of the body. The whole thing's rotating. So everything we do, and here, incidentally, that exercise we just did, twist, push down, Okay, so the acromion processes there have stayed, the acromions stayed still, but now my two scapulae are doing that as I go up and over. And then in this position, they've definitely rotated out and round the body very slightly.